Hi there. So I wanted to just create a short video today to show how to make an accessible grading rubric table. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm in a Word document right now. So I'm going to go over to the Insert button and select Insert Table. I'm going to go just do a 3 by 8 table and insert that. And I can always add rows later. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look over here to the top left. I see my header row is checked. Fantastic. I have a header row. I'm going to uncheck first column and uncheck banded rows. Then the next thing I'm going to look at is just stylistically, because it helps me to see what I'm looking at. So I'm going to select this table design, but this is just a stylistic choice and not necessary. Then what I want to do is I'm going to look at the table properties. So I'm going to select this side little square here and right click to get to table properties. So I'll select table properties. And from here, I'm going to go over to row and I'm going to uncheck allow row to break across pages for that whole table properties. Select OK. Then I'm going to just select, I'm going to just highlight here the header row, right click to get back to table properties. And then looking here, I'm going to check repeat as header row at the top of each page to make sure that my header row helps with the content if it had to break across pages. And then I'm going to select OK again. Then from here, I can go ahead and just add in what my header row is. So I've got percentage, GPA, and the letter grade. And then I can go ahead and add in all my content. So let's say 98 and above. We want this to be a 4.0 and a letter grade A or A plus, if that's what you choose. And then I can go ahead and fill out my table. If I want to add rows, which it seems like I probably will need to add rows for my table, I can go right click again to go to insert and do rows below, or in this column here, I can just press tab and we'll get some additional rows. Thanks, Anna, for that little trick. One thing I wanted to share real fast as something that is a little tricky is I'm going to go ahead and insert another table just below this. And then I'm going to go ahead and start with my header row and go back into table properties, repeat as header row at the top of each page. I'm going to unselect this just so you can see what happens. And then I'm going to right click into the whole table again, go back into table properties, go into row, and you'll see something that looks a little different here. So now I'm seeing these dashes instead of the opportunity to check or uncheck, and I have the whole table highlighted for the whole table properties. In that section, I want to make sure that I don't have rows break across pages for the whole table. So I'm going to press this, check it, and now it's checked. And I'm going to check it one more time, and now it is showing that it will not break across pages. I don't need to do anything to this one because I've already done it for the header row. And so it's just showing that it doesn't apply to that header row because we're talking about the whole table. So I can leave that as is. But I just wanted to show you that in case you did the opposite order to make sure that you weren't confused by that dash when you see it. I'm going to press OK here. And then I've got two accessible tables to work with. Hopefully that's helpful. Thanks so much.